And now, getting to Fortinet, the company has announced this week plans to acquire Lacework. The move seems to be a way to bolster their SASE platform with cloud intelligence and security. Lacework's primary offering is CNAPP, their cloud native application protection platform. It allows customers to collect data about emerging threats and provides responses based on the Polygraph machine learning engine. Lacework has raised $1.8 billion in dollars in funding and was valued at one point over $8 billion before the acquisition. Terms of the deal were not disclosed. So, Tom, can you tell us a bit more about those two companies or what's the plan here?
Yeah, Lacework has been one of those unicorns that a lot of people have been keeping an eye on because they have a huge valuation. I mean, over $8 billion at one point, and they had a product that was actually very useful. This CNAPP application performance or application protection platform was a great way, basically to say on a per app basis, I'm going to make sure that I'm looking for threats. Like, Heartbleed was a good example of a kind of an application specific problem. Yes, it attacked TLS before you get into comments and try to correct me. But a lot of applications are starting to use TLS connections for just about anything, which let's be honest, they should. This is a way for Fortinet to bolster their SASE platform a little bit more. When you think about SASE, if you know anything about SD-WAN, you know that SASE is kind of the cloud-based security edge type thing. It is very much based around application access. I mean, let's be honest, most people don't use the cloud except to back up photos, to run applications. Like that's it. So anything you can do to provide extra security there is going to be a huge win. And not only that, but it's an evolving platform. Like you said, they're using their Polygraph machine learning engine to constantly analyze new threats, because we see this a lot. I mean, when you look at the fact that I've been reading breach stories for years now, and no two of them are the same. Well, except maybe the Snowflake story up there where they keep getting breached because of the MFA thing. But other than that, like, they're constantly evolving the way that people attack stuff, right? And being able to kind of keep up with that is a huge boon for a security company like Fortinet. And they've always prided themselves on having the best intelligence, the best capabilities. And I know that they're working really hard on a lot of their platforms over there. So this is a good pickup. Now, what the other thing that kind of makes me a little bit curious is that the details of the acquisition were not disclosed. There's two reasons why you do that. One, you're not ready to say yet, but more importantly, two, legally, you do have to say it if it's material to the bottom line of the company doing the acquisition. And materiality has a threshold. And if it's below that, you don't have to report it. So look at what the material reporting threshold would be for Fortinet, and you can figure out roughly what that company was sold for. I'll give you a hint. It was way less than what they were valued at. I don't know that for sure. I'm not a financial analyst. I work with financial analysts and they aren't saying, but I would guess that they did not go for a unicorn valuation. I feel like maybe what this was that Lacework was trying to find a buyer, and Fortinet put up the best offer and value, and maybe even said they were going to be retaining a large number of the staff, because there was another article that I read that they got a short quote from the Lacework CEO in the press release, but there's no confirmation that he's moving over with the acquisition or any of that stuff, which generally means they're either buying this for a product and they're going to lay off most of the staff, or they're going to keep a core development team and then kind of figure out which duplication they need to get rid of. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Hopefully, like we said, no, I hope nobody loses their job, but that's not reality in these kinds of things. But I think that Lacework going to Fortinet is going to bolster both companies. It's actually going to make it better in the long run.